Hello everyone, welcome to Fashion Calgary. My name is Ania Basak and I'm here today at Edge's Salon and Spa downtown in Calgary with Mrs. Canada 2014, Angie Shilliday. How are you, Angie?
I'm good, thank you. How are you, Ania?
I'm doing great. What a beautiful weather we have today, hey? It's like almost, you want to party. But before we go to the fun part, Angie, tell me, how does it feel to be actually Mrs. Canada?
Well, it's quite exciting and I'm looking forward to some great opportunities this year.
Yes. So tell me, what makes you actually decide to run for such title?
Well, it's a kind of an interesting story. I had a friend that used to call me Mrs. Canada because I was Mrs. Calgary, and he thought it funny to call me Mrs. Canada. He did pass away, and so I thought I'd run in his honor. And I won, so thank you, Randy.
Oh my God, that's such a touching story. I didn't know that. It's, you know, we all have busy life. You have two kids, and now you're Mrs. Canada. What are the most challenging you find, and at the same time exciting part of carrying the title?
I think the most challenging part of this title is having very little support in Canada. Pageants are not recognized in Canada as they are in a lot of other countries around the world. So I find that I'm having to do a lot of the legwork myself. But having said that, anytime you have to work at something, you learn and you grow.
Yeah.
And I've reached out to people and I've had a lot of help from myself reaching out instead of it being offered up to me.
Yeah, and you're still managing that very good with your family life. So good for you. Angie, we talked a little bit before about your, image, how important it is when you actually present yourself as a Mrs. Canada. Do you have anyone helping you with that? Is there any particular actually dress code or anything that you have to follow? Any guidelines?
Yes, I do have a contract, and it's basically to hold yourself in high regard. So as far as a styling team, no, I don't have a styling team, but there are guidelines to have respectable clothing at all times, and probably should have lipstick on as well, but you know what, that falls by the wayside. So
yes.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit more about your personal style.
My personal style, I like to model myself after Audrey Hepburn. I think her style was classic and simple, and she was herself. She didn't follow trends, she made them.
Exactly. And one last question. Tell me, Angie, how do you see this upcoming near future takes you with your title? What's new, exciting? I know you're going in June to compete for Mrs. Canada or Mrs. International?
I will. Actually, it's in July, and
Yes.
the contestants come from all around the world, and it'll be 5 days of competition and learning more about ourselves and each other.
Yeah, and the title is?
Mrs. International.
We definitely wish you all the best, good luck, and I'm sure you will be great.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.